Installing basic software. In installing basic software, we show you what tools you need to do simple web development and how to install them properly. What tools do the professionals use? A computer. Maybe that sounds obvious to some people, but some of you are reading this article on your phone or a library computer. For serious web development, it's better to invest in a desktop or laptop computer running Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. A text editor to write code in. This could be a text editor, for example, GNU Emacs, Sublime, Brackets, Notepad, Atom, uh, Visual Studio Code, or a hybrid editor, for example, Dreamweaver or WebStorm. Office document, oh, excuse me, I said Notepad, I meant Notepad++. Um, so then it goes on to say, Office document editors are not suitable for this use, as they rely on hidden elements that interfere with the rendering engines used by web browsers. Web browsers. To test coding. Currently, the most used browsers are Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Safari, Internet Explorer, and Microsoft Edge. You should also test how your site performs on mobile devices and on any old browsers your target audience may still be using, such as IE 8 through 10. A graphics editor like GIMP, Paint.net, or Photoshop to make images for your web pages. A version control system to manage files on servers, collaborate on a project with a team, share code and assets, and avoid editing conflicts. Right now, Git is the most popular version control system, and GitHub code hosting service based on Git is also very popular. An FTP program used on older web hosting accounts to manage files on servers. Git is increasingly replacing FTP for this purpose. There are loads of SFTP programs available, including CyberDuck, Fetch, FileZilla, an automation system like Grunt or Gulp to automatically perform repetitive tasks such as minifying code and running tests. Templates, libraries, frameworks, etc. to speed up writing common functionality. More tools besides. What tools do I actually need right now? That looks like a scary list, but fortunately, you can get started in web development without knowing anything about most of these. In this article, we'll just set you up with the bare minimum, a text editor and some modern web browsers. Installing a text editor. You probably already have a basic text editor on your computer. By default, Windows includes Notepad and Mac OS comes with TextEdit. Linux distros vary. Ubuntu comes with Gedit by default. For web development, you can probably do better than Notepad or TextEdit. We recommend starting with Brackets, which is a free text editor that offers live previews and code hints. Installing modern web browsers. For now, we'll install a couple desktop web browsers to test our code in. Choose your operating system below and click the relevant links to download installers for your favorite browsers. If you have Linux, that would be Firefox, Chrome, or Opera. Windows includes, that would come with, you can choose between Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge. Windows 10 comes with Edge by default. If you have Windows 10 or above, you can install Internet Explorer 11. Otherwise, you should install an alternative browser. Mac OS, Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Safari. Safari comes with iOS and Mac OS by default. Before going on, you should install at least 2 of these browsers and have them ready for testing. Installing a local web server. Some examples will need to be run by a web server to work successfully. You can find out how to do this in How Do You Set Up a Local Testing Server. And we will be moving on to what will your website look like?